Think software engineer is fantastic job without hidden issues? Think again. There is a dark side that nobody talking about. It could be pushing you to the edge of professional burnout. In this video we will uncover hidden dangers of being software engineer and how this dream job could destroy your life. If you're a developer who feeling high pressure, you need to watch this to understand consequences. We would explore why burnout in the tech world becomes more brutal and how it impacts on life of software engineer. Let me tell you a story about my friend Mike. Like many of software engineer, he starts his career on basic enthusiasm. He got a passion for technology, but slowly after a few years working with strict deadlines, long working hours, he started to feel himself bad. Mike goes from the top performer to a low performer. He started to have struggles with basic tasks, and the reason was not because of he doesn't know some technical details. His hard skills for this moment were on top. He know all technical information that he need, he know new framework, he know how to solve tasks. But mentally he felt himself bad. His story isn't unique in software engineering field. A lot of developers feeling the same. Are you wanted to be a next Mike? So why burnout is different for software engineer? Let's break down some challenges that software engineer have on his work, which leads to a burnout in future. Intense pressure, deadlines, debugging and constant updates turn our job into pressure cookers. The demand of high quality, bug-free code often means overtimes. Overtime is when you work on late nights or weekends sometimes. It's feeling of constant pressure because you have a strict deadline and you wanted to do everything perfectly. It's a feeling of never-ending pressure because when you finish some task, you get a new one, and it happens once again. Next one is mental overload. Coding is not just a technical task. It's cognitive marathon that drains resources daily. Analyzing every line of code requires high attention, high focus. To do it right, you need to turn on some creativity and deep thoughts. Our brain resources isn't unlimited. That's why some developers could feel mentally exhausted after workday. Isolation. Working long hours near your monitor and laptop could lead to social isolation. Social interaction, like speaking with your friends, having family time, it's very important for your mental health. When you become isolated and not speaking without your friends or family, you would feel yourself bad. Even on the first sight you may love it to be alone, but in long term it would be bad for you. Next one would be high responsibility. Imagine that you're working on banking tech sphere. Each line of your code could cause problems across all over the world. If you would have a little mistake in commission calculation, it could lead to a loss of thousands of dollars. I know a story when such small mistake lose $1 million per day for a bank. Because sometimes tiny error could have such consequences, a lot of developers feel in fear for a failure. When you feel this fear, you could do even more mistakes. Feeling fear of failure is bad for you. Stop it. Rapid changes. In tech world, every day there are new changes, new trends. Everybody wanted to be on top first of first. It leads to priority change every day. And people get used to have something stable in their life. But when every day something changes, you have a new task, previous tasks become unimportant. It leads to starting burnout process faster. Such a fast change rapid environment take a lot of your energy. You didn't understand what to await from this day. It's always better to understand what your work would like, what task you would working on. Because imagine if every hour your task could be changed, or it would be a new details that would completely redo all logic of previously tasks, or it would be new feature requests that would completely wipe off logic of previous feature, or these changes would conflict with previous changes, or application architecture isn't designed to support this feature. It feels for you like endless race, and you didn't understand when it would be finished, so you're always in stress, because you didn't know what would come next. The most important part to recognize that you have first symptoms of burnout. It's better to recognize and accept it than ignore them. Recognizing burnout, it's a first step to solving it. Here are some key signs of professional burnout. You feel yourself chronically exhausted. Even you have a health, sleep, good routine, it doesn't feel that you have a lot of energy for the day. And you feel it every day, like for weeks and months. Next one is struggling performance. You're starting to have struggles with tasks that previously was easy for you. It may be some problems like you couldn't start a task and you didn't want to make it, or you couldn't concentrate, understand it and make it properly. And you are sure that previously this task was easy for you. Detachment. Feeling detachment means that you're feeling disconnected from your coworkers. When you're working in a team, you feel connection to your colleagues, and when you're detached, you doesn't feel them. You feel yourself alone on the project, and nobody near to support you and help you. Next one is serious reason. It's a mood swings. It's when your mood could change from being sad to being happy in short period of time, and it happens regularly. With this symptom, burnout becomes not only professional, but it's starting to affect your personal life. It's a hidden danger of burnout. It's starting on work, but it keeping on your real life. You become easily frustrated, loss of motivation, you feel lack of interest to start something new, to grab a new task, to learn something new, to have a new hobby in your life. This symptom as previous start ruining your life. You're starting to laying on the bed and doing nothing all day. Or you switch your focus on social media, cinema, serials and so on. You're starting to consume a lot of junk food, sugar, so you started to have fast dopamine. Next one is more serious. It's physical problems. It's a line of burnout when you're starting to feeling yourself bad physically. Now you're starting to feel headaches, pain in spine, stomach pain, and other health issues. You could starting to have some chronic issues. You would feel yourself always tired. It's because mental health issues always leads to a physical issues with your health. For example, if you have a lot of pressure on your work, your head would feel also pressure in your life. You would have a very strong headaches, which caused by professional burnout. Last one obvious symptom is neglecting self-care. You started to skip washing, skip brushing your teeth, you skip your meals, skip your hygiene process, skip your sport routine, skip your daily routines. When previously each day you starting to take care of yourself and now you stopped because you feel yourself empty and exhausted. As I previously mentioned, here is a line when you start to feel real physical issues of burnout. And previously it was like mental health and now you have its impact on your life. What is the symptoms mean? These symptoms mean that you have some issues with burnout and your body reacts to it. It wanted you to solve these issues, to stop having these symptoms. It's important here not to cure symptoms only. You need to cure a root cause. If a root cause is professional burnout on work, you need to fix it first. Because if you would separate symptoms and fix it, it wouldn't work. Why it's critical to understand, recognize and fix burnout? Because it affects not only on your work. It steps in every aspect of your life, starting from self-care, how you communicate with other people, and in general your well-being. Long-term burnout leads to depression, anxiety, and physical issues. Ignoring these symptoms would lead not only losing your career, but losing your life. You could dive deep into a really dark hole. With each day, week, month, it would be harder to put you out of this hole. Currently, I dedicated my time to help developers like you to manage and overcome a burnout. If you're struggling, you're not the only one. Help is always near. Check link in description, there will be several solutions for you. Remember, recognition of burnout is the first thing to overcoming it. Your health and happiness is more important than a deadline on your work. Take the step forward to live a healthier, more balanced life as a developer. Contact with me if you have any questions. Bye.